Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Bélanger. I'd now like to call Senator Patrick Brazeau to bring greetings from the Senate of Canada. As you know, and as Mr. Bélanger highlighted, we're gathered here today at the National Aboriginal War Monument, and Senator Brazeau is one of Canada's 6 Aboriginal senators. Senator Brazeau.
Well, good morning to all of you, and first I'd like to acknowledge my colleagues and share with their comment that it's a great thing to have events like these more than just the ones that we have on Remembrance Day, because on Remembrance Day is my birthday, and I have the proud honor of spending that day with veterans from all over Canada, just one block up here. So it's great to have this, and I commend the Dominion Institute for putting this together and having this because it is important. Alors merci pour ce mot de présentation très gentil, and good morning. Welcome to all of you to the territory of my people, the Algonquin, as we gather together here today in sincere and earnest appreciation of our treasured veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, veterans and all that they stand for mean so very much to me. I say this in every sense, as a young Canadian, as a husband and father, as a proud First Nation citizen, and as a parliamentarian. As Canadians, we enjoy freedoms, rights and privileges that are the envy of many in the world. We live in a country that is inclusive, diverse, moderate, and progressive. Our standard of living and our economy are robust. Nous savons qu'à cet égard, le Canada et ses citoyens suscitent l'admiration du monde économique. Je tiens à vous rappeler que nous ne sommes pas arrivés par hasard à cette situation. Nos réussites, notre prospérité et notre capacité à surmonter les obstacles ne résultent pas d'un merveilleux concours de circonstances. Le Canada est devenu le plus grand pays qu'il est aujourd'hui en suivant un chemin des plus traditionnels. Nous avons chèrement gagné ce que nous avons, à force de travail, de persévérance et de volonté. By overcoming the odds, sticking to our convictions, and standing up for the things we believed in. Through recognition that we are strong in our diversity, affirming the notion, time and again, that we are indeed a community of communities. A community whose differences are outweighed only by our shared belief that the true Canadian way is one of quiet, compromise, and compassion, embedded in a will of steel and a dedication in doing the right thing. Our veterans helped build this nation through their sacrifice. Our veterans invested their vigor, their strength, and their youthful exuberance to defend and maintain our way of life. Many paid the supreme sacrifice. Today and every day, we give thanks to the Creator and to all their relations for their exemplary courage and the lasting contribution they made towards peace in their time. Mais alors même que nous prenons un instant pour nous souvenir des anciens combattants et pour célébrer la richesse qu'ils ont léguée à notre grand pays, nous ne devons pas oublier que les contributions des certains ont malheureusement été passées sous silence, balayées au revers de la main ou dans certains cas, tout bonnement oubliées. I speak of those First Nations, Métis and Inuit, who served in the Canadian military. Theirs was a different experience, a different endeavor with differing degrees of accommodation compared to their non-Aboriginal counterparts. These veterans overcame cultural challenges and made impressive sacrifices and contributions to help this nation in its efforts to restore world peace. It was an incredible response, consistent with a remarkable tradition of service. Giving tribute to this remarkable tradition of service bears highlighting the fact that more than 7,000 First Nations citizens served in the First and Second World Wars and in the Korean conflict. An unknown number of Inuit, Métis, and non-status Indians also participated. Returning from war has often been as difficult for veterans as enduring the conflicts of the theaters of engagement. For Canada's forgotten Aboriginal veterans, things were never easy. As difficult as it may seem to comprehend now, many status Indians were forced to renounce their status when they enlisted. What's worse, upon the return to civilian life, many were denied the same compensation to their non-Aboriginal comrades in arms. They were denied retraining and housing services provided to others who returned from duty. Lack of education was cited as the reason, as was the fact that many returned and lived off reserve. Let's not sugarcoat the reality of the situation. These heroes deserve so much more than the racism to which they were subjected upon the return from service. I know that the National Aboriginal Veterans Association continues to lead the charge of advocating the means of overcoming this unjust and hurtful wound to our Aboriginal soldiers. I want to assure them, as I do all of you gathered here this morning, that the recognition of the service of our Aboriginal veterans and the proper accommodation of their needs in parity with that accorded to their non-Aboriginal counterparts will continue to be a priority for the Government of Canada. We owe our Aboriginal veterans no less, and we need to let our military forces know today that we are solidly behind them and their endeavors regardless of their race, color, ethnicity, or language. J'ai été dans les réserves navales et je garde aujourd'hui la plus haute estime pour le travail des militaires et pour les traditions qui les gouvernent. Il faut des hommes et des femmes d'un genre bien spécial pour relever le défi de défendre la paix, la liberté et la démocratie au pays et dans le reste du monde. Our government has taken active steps to better engage the Aboriginal community in consideration of careers with the Canadian Forces. If we are to continue to succeed as a nation and a society, Canada's First Peoples must be a full and equal partners in the fabric of Canadian life. Their valuable contributions, both current and in the past, as well as those yet to be realized, must be acknowledged, applauded, and appreciated. Please join me today as we gather here at this, our country's Aboriginal War Memorial, to remember and give thanks to our Aboriginal veterans. Those brave soldiers, sailors and airmen from First Nations, Métis, and Inuit communities, those who gave so much, yet were given so little. Let us show them the honor and pay them the tribute of which they are so deserving. And in so doing, let us remember with thanksgiving and humility the enduring contributions of all our veterans who fought so that we could enjoy peace and prosperity in this great country called Canada, from sea to sea to sea. With that, merci, miigwech, and thank you.